In 1763, the Treaty of Paris was signed, ending the 7 Years' War and giving the British control of New France in North America. This, however, is not relevant to our story. I simply thought I would so-called throw it in there. What I really want to tell you about is the tale of a boy named Jimmy. A tale of Jimmy and his quest to save Christmas from advertisements. These advertisements, he thought, were destroying Christmas, and when the British king realized that Jimmy was thinking of an uprising, he so-called sent I'm sorry, I'm reading two different scripts. Anyways, so-called Jimmy and his so-called band of merry men gathered the militia to muzzle so-called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and liberate Pittsburgh from the so-called quest to save Christmas. Not a creature was stirring, not even Uncle Bob. All the stockings were hung by the chimney with...
Care, that's right, Jimmy, with care, and you can be even more caring this Christmas with the new iCare 5000, a new app advertised by AdsCore and Sales. With one tap on your smartphone, show how much you care for your fellow man when your rectangular best friend sends a generic text message to...
No thank you, AdsCore sign. I want to finish my poem.
And I can help you with that too, little Jimmy, with it.
I can't hear you! So-called Jimmy slammed the door. All the socks were hanged by the chimney with care... Wait, people are hanged. Socks are hung. In hopes that...
Your new iPair 5 soon will be there, and it can be here for only $500 more than you want it to be. But wait, we offer a discount of $3. $3! Call now and we'll add 10% to that amazing offer. We'll even...
Ruin Christmas? Yeah, you already did that, AdsCore sign. Jimmy, for lack of 5 better words, snapped. He instantly sat down and wrote a letter which the paper published. It was so nasty to Ads Corporation that nobody could, so-called, believe it. Jimmy said, "Ads ruin Christmas. I don't like ads. Please have no more ads." Wow, I shiver when I read his comment. He is eloquent and daring. His phrase then became a New York Times bestseller, so Ads Corporation had to be interviewed by Hound News.
So, Mr. Al Goodman, the news of the attack on your company by Jimmy is making headlines around the world. As chairman of AdsCore, do you think your commercials really are ruining Christmas? First off, my name spells as Al, but it's pronounced more like All. Second off, no, our ads are not ruining Christmas. I have proofs around here somewhere, just have to find it. Miss Lisa, you've worked with commercials for years. Do you think they are ruining Christmas?
It's actually pronounced Lisa, and no, not really. To me, the spirit of Christmas is all about busy stores and people fighting to the death over the last Robo-Boy 4000. It's just a magical time of the year. I remember this one customer who was $1 short, so she started taking a tire off her car, and then she...
Mr. Buttons, as a man with long-time experience with AdsCore, would you say the company's effect on Christmas is negative?
My name may sound like Buttons, but it's actually pronounced as Richard. Absolutely it is. The company turns the season into a greed fest and takes our focus away from the event in Bethlehem that is the reason we celebrate in the first place. Do you smell something burning?
Ah, here it is. The proof, I mean. This is a quote from an expert. I repeat, an expert from Paris, Tennessee, who says commercials are not ruining Christmas. Oh, and this article in that one paper from that place that says that studies have shown that greed is good for good feelings. Other studies show the opposite, but I will go with the one that I like best. Thank you. All good, man.
I am bored. It is cold. Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas. It is because of the commercials.
Mr. Goodman, do you think your company is responsible for Jimmy being bored and cold? I don't think we can control the temperature of his home, but if all he has been doing is criticizing us lately, maybe we are indirectly responsible for his boredom. Would you say that Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas?
Well, I haven't seen any greed yet. I mean, we only ran the first ads and started selling fake trees a week ago. Christmas doesn't really begin until this greed and selfishness starts. Why do people put fake trees in their houses anyways?
Do you think that it is because of the commercials, Buttons?
Okay, Richard. It's pronounced Richard. And what is because of the commercials? You didn't even ask a question. Do you realize that? You never even asked a question. Ow, action. Ow.
That was hard.
Okay, action.
If only commercials didn't ruin Christmas. Wait a rhubarb-picking minute. What if I just ignore the ads and don't read them? Christmas is saved! Haha! I feel as giddy as well as the guy of my age. Makes sense. Oh, good old Marley, bless his soul. Why did I say that? Who cares? Hey, kid, is that big turkey still at Walmart? The one as big as me? No, kid. Turkeys don't get as big as people. Think realistically for a second. But is it there?
Oh, Billy, what have I told you about talking to strange young men acting out scenes from Charles Dickens?
Sorry, Mom.
Okay, but next time you say it is there, and when he gives you the money, take it and run home and tell me.
Wow, this really is a great easy season. God bless us, everyone.
Oh, Billy, what did I say about pretending to be Tiny Tim? When your father hears what you've been up to today, he's going to be very upset. I hope he doesn't think you want to be an actor. You know how he feels about actors.
Sorry, Mom.
Jimmy has saved Christmas, Mr. Goodman. Is there anything you would like to say? Well, I think it is important to buy things from my company or else I wouldn't be happy at Christmas. If you don't buy things from me, then I'll have to hire people to make sure I make the same amount of money. You really should consider my needs.
Again, it's Richard, not Buttons. It's on my birth certificate. I know I have it in here somewhere.
Then the lady jumped up onto the checkout counter and tore the tag off the sweater with her teeth. And you know what the guy behind me said? You know what he said? He said, I haven't seen that since high school. And the lady was like, told you I could do it. And she got down, took her change, and I was like...
I'm stuck in a world without any Dr. Grammar. Do you know how hard it is going through life and having people pronounce your name as Buttons? It really doesn't make for a manly image. I mean, are people going to be scared of the Terminator with a BB gun or some guy named Buttons with a laser-guided rocket launcher? Even my car calls me Buttons. I get taken aside at the airport every time because I think I faked my name. It's Richard, guys, and if you can't get that, then I'm just going to be the bigger person and just walk away. I'm just going to walk away.
So Jimmy saved Christmas when he decided to ignore the so-called advertisements. So the so-called moral of the so-called story, so that is the so-called story, if the $5 off Christmas. Thank you for watching this so-called